What's up guys, Sardos here, bringing you a PDW-Guide for Battlefield 3. Most of you know that the Close Quarters DLC is coming in June and that the majority will probably play Assault or Engineer, since these classes have the best weapons. But what about Support or Recon? Both of these classes have great and important gadgets, like the motion sensor or the ammo pack, but the weapons aren't really popular and most of the time not very useful in close quarter situations. What are the alternatives? Shotguns and PDWs. Today we're gonna have a look at the PDWs. Right now there are 7 personal defense weapons. The As-Val, the MP7, the P90, the PDW-R, the PP19, the PP2000 and the UMP45. First off, we're gonna have a look at the As-Val. It's a great choice for short to mid-range combat like most of the PDWs. On long range it handles pretty bad since the update nerfed the silencer majorly. Unfortunately, this weapon has a silencer automatically equipped and there is no way to put it off. By this chart you can see that the damage drop-off is very low, which used to make it very useful on all ranges before the patch. With 900 rounds per minute, it is a very fast weapon with a good damage. My friend and I, we're gonna go through some distances to show how it handles. My recommended setup for this gun is the laser sight and the extended ammo. Next up is the MP7. With 950 rounds per minute, it is the fastest personal defense weapon. Because of this high rate of fire, it is very hard to be successful when you use it for the first time, since it has a limited magazine size of 20 bullets. After you made 60 kills, you have the extended magazine available. And now you can be much more productive. This weapon is only successful on short range, as it takes at least 9 bullets to kill someone on long range. Now let's have a look at how it handles on different distances. My recommended attachments for this gun are the laser sight and the extended magazine. Now let's talk about the P90. This gun is very similar to the MP7. It shoots with 900 rounds per minute and the damage drop-off is also very high, which makes it useless on long range. The magazine size of 50 is very useful and it is a beast on short range combat with its great hipfire. Let's see how it handles on other distances. My attachment suggestion for this weapon is putting on the laser sight and the flash suppressor. The next gun we're gonna show off is the PDW-R. In this damage chart you can see it does quite well on all distances, even on long range. The laser sight makes it a headshot machine if you have a decent aim. With 750 rounds per minute it might not be the fastest weapon, but it still does well because of the high damage. After 60 kills, you will get the extended mag, which will give you 10 extra bullets. Now let's see how it handles in our tests. Normally I use the laser sight and the extended mag with this gun. PP19 is the next gun I'm gonna have a look at. The sound of this PDW makes you think that it is the fastest personal defense weapon, but it actually just shoots as fast as the P90. The damage is very low and the drop off isn't very big. Let's see how it does on the different ranges. My setup recommendation for this gun is the laser sight and no second attachment. Now let's talk about the PP2000. This is one of the slowest PDWs. It handles quite well on longer ranges, especially after you unlock the extended magazine at 60 kills, because then you have 40 bullets available in your magazine. The laser sight makes it also very suitable for short range if you aim at head height. Let's see how it handles in our tests. The best attachments for this gun are the laser sight and the extended magazine. Last but not least, let's have a look at the UMP45. This gun is the slowest PDW but has great accuracy and a decent damage, as you can see in this chart. Like with most of the PDWs, the laser sight brings you a great hip fire. On long range I recommend single firing. Here are the last demonstrations. For this gun I recommend using the laser sight and the flash suppressor. Awesome, now we covered all the guns. But which one is the best? I was playing PDWs only for the last week, and these are my results. First up, we're gonna put the guns into two categories: fast and slow personal defense weapons. Let's start with the fast weapons. In this category we have the MP7, the P90 and the PP19. After playing with every weapon and comparing the stats, I came to this result. The best PDW with a high rounds per minute is the MP7. The high rate of fire and the decent damage make this gun a killing machine in close quarter situations. On long range, you should try to kill your enemy with your pistol. Now, let's have a look at the second category, slow PDWs. Nominated are the PDW-R, the PP2000 and the UMP45. This choice was a hard one. I discussed quite long with some friends of mine, and the weapon I chose for number one is the PDW-R. The mix of above average rate of fire and high damage make this gun a good weapon for all situations. Some of you are probably asking yourself where the As-Val was. Now I'm gonna make a general ranking of these 7 weapons. Starting at number 7, as the worst PDW, we have the PP19. Unfortunately, the damage is too low and needs to be buffed. Next up, on number 6, we have the P90. Being very similar to the PP19, it has a high rate of fire and a better damage, but the spread is just too bad. On number 5, we see the UMP45. With a low rate of fire and a high damage, it's not a bad gun, but also not the best. Coming in at number 4, we'll find the As-Val. Unfortunately, the patch nerfed on the As-Val automatically equipped suppressor majorly. If there were no suppressor nerf, I would hands down put this weapon on number 1. Number 3 goes to the PP2000. Its good rate of fire, the high damage and the big magazine size make it always a good choice for all situations. Okay, so which weapon is going to be number 1? There's just the MP7 and the PDW-R left. The long awaited winner of the PDWs is the PDW-R. It has a good combination of high rounds per minute, damage and a decent magazine size. I chose the MP7 on number 2 because it is still a beast on close range, but lacks on long range, and the PDW-R is a better all-rounder. So guys, that was my PDW guide, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up, and tell me what you think about the PDWs in the comment section below. If you want to see some more videos like this, come and subscribe to my channel. My name is TheAustrianToast, and I'm out.